Hold on, hold.
Alright, let's see if this decides.
1,000
Alright,
times the
that's
number of
promising.
atoms in the universe? Wait, only a
Why
thousand
is it
times?
a black screen? Oh, there we go. Awesome.
Uh, e to the 10,000 times. Alright. Okay. So, graphics. Shadows. Off. Whoa, we did it. Smoothing? Off. Okay. Game. Reduce motion. We tried reduce motion. It didn't really change much. It's still wiggly. You see it's wiggling. You could see it here. E120. We got to 120 already. Half, almost nan. We could do this too.
Alright, let's see if OBS picks this up, or if I have to manipulate it.
Prince of Speed is going to attempt a set seed run. Nice. That sounds exciting. Yeah, I guess like Prince of Speed, do you have like an idea what seed you want to use? Yeah, who was it? The same person that used like the what was it like the anti-39 speedrun seed? Like it could be that one. The Leap seed, all the legendary seeds. Yeah, there's Jam. Okay, sorry. So for folks who are members of the university Discord, you probably know Jam. Jam is a master of the.
Alright.
There's a program where you put in some kind of parameters, and it will find seeds that fit those parameters. And so Jam was able to find seeds that start with a negative per KO and a negative blueprint, or a negative brainstorm, or some combination of that. Start with like multiple negatives of the important jokers. And so maybe Prince of Speed, if you are going to do a set seed run,
there we go.
then maybe check out one of those seeds.
And then that should be perfect.
Seeded run seems like it might not have that much advantage. Yeah, I guess like if you're doing a seeded run, basically anytime there's a negative tag, you can control what joker becomes negative. And so you can use that every time there's a negative tag, that's a new negative blueprint every time.
Alright. So, let's do that, do this. Alright, both YouTube and Twitch seem to be working. Where I left off last time, let's see, let me pull up the task list. I already have it pulled up. So we've unlocked Plasma, we've unlocked Black Stake Plasma. I have not unlocked Brainstorm or Antimatter yet, still need to take care of that, that's easy. Overstock Plus is unlocked, Reroll is unlocked, Petroglyph will be unlocked during the run, I don't need to unlock it ahead of time. Retcon has been unlocked. Palette has not been unlocked, but if I'm doing the beat glitch, I might not need it. Golden Ticket, we'll see if I even bother going for that, and I don't think I'm going to go for Invisible. I could. I mean, if it's seeded, I can control what it copies, but it's more effort than it's worth, I think. We have successfully avoided Wii Joker, Hit the Road, Stuntman, License, yada yada yada. So the only two rare Jokers that I have unlocked at the moment are Brainstorm and Blueprint, outside of the 7 that are unlocked at file creation. And then we also avoided duo, trio, family, order, tribe, yada yada yada. So today, I think the first thing I'm gonna do is try to get antimatter. That's easy enough. I need to do that. We just go over to the yellow deck. And we run it. We just run yellow deck a few times. Since you start with that extra money, if there is a... if there's a blank voucher in the first shop, I can just take it. No... Don't have to farm money. I have them. So that's not the one. And then I suppose I'll take a voucher tag if one shows up as well, since technically I have enough money to get 2 vouchers, but that doesn't even matter because I only need to hit one of them, so... even if I don't have enough money, I don't need it. I can just play an ace. Could take a while. Oh. I should double check. Oh, yeah. I should probably do that, shouldn't I? Get rid of that. Alright. So now we're just angling for... Oh, what am I doing? I don't need to do that. We're just angling for blank vouchers to unlock antimatter. Let me check my collection. I think I need 8 more of them. Yeah, I need 8 more. Okay. And make sure... Does that work? Okay, that does work. It doesn't show me the icon, but that's fine. Hieroglyph? Nope. 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 And then after I get antimatter, I'll go for, what's it called? Brainstorm, which is discard a royal. one. And let me just double check that that actually counts. It does. Yep, that was a voucher tag. Oh well. Oh, hello. That's fun. Getting a lot of emails. What's up with that? What is... Oh. That's not an email that I should be receiving. Ugh, that's... Oh, thank you. My phone is my webcam, so sometimes I have to... what was I doing? Gone for the royal there. Alright, that's 4. Wow. Alright. That's 5. Oh, even if I drew it there, I'm not supposed to use the discard. Ah. That does not win. That was about your deck. Nope. There's a voucher tag, and yeah, I could go for that. Doesn't hurt. Oh, what? I'm not gonna hit another blank. So, that's 6. Alright, I can try for Brainstorm here. Bummer. That might lose. Okay, well, no Brainstorm. Not yet. That does not. Yeah. Nope. Show me a voucher. I guess I don't need to be counting it, because I'll get the notification when it unlocks. That doesn't matter. That's 7, right? Alright. Well, how convenient. Nope, no blank. That should be 8. Voucher tag. Oh. Nice. Voucher of next shot. Skip. Nice. I think that's 9. One more. Oh, alright. Nope. Yes, sir. Nope. $300. Unfortunately, that wins. Could have been a brainstorm angle. That should be 10. There we go. Alright, now what? Alright, that's antimatter. So I guess next is brainstorm. I mean, technically, I should do it. It'll make things a lot easier. Alright, brainstorm is next. Do any of the decks I have unlocked help with brainstorm? I don't have erratic unlocked. I mean, +1 discard, that could do. Plus hand size, yeah, that could do. I think I'll use painted deck. And then maybe I can pull like a juggle tag. Yeah, like, look at that. Alright, Jack of Diamonds. There we go. That's Brainstorm. Alright, what next? Oh, I forgot to... Couldn't really see that, could you? Well, whatever. What's next? Palette, I can unlock that during the run, after I use like 2 or 3 Ectos. Golden Ticket, I don't know if I want to unlock. I mean, there's other ways I could get money. I could just go for... Yeah, I could just go for gold cards with mine, especially if it's seeded. So I don't really need Golden Ticket, because I can't be bothered to get it. Invisible, I don't think I want invisible. I mean, that might just be the deck set up, honestly. I don't know if there's anything else I particularly care about getting. Alright. Okay, so I guess that's the file set up. Let me Royal. I wasn't going for that, but that's fine. That's an extra burglar hit. I guess this doesn't really help if they're hidden anyway. I could go onto the wiki and pull up the collection page and compare it to that, but I kind of can't be bothered. Alright, so... it might... yeah, I think it might be seed mapping time. I don't know if there's anything else I would care about unlocking. Let me just double check. So, yeah, I've got Plasma Blackstake unlocked. Brainstorm is unlocked, Antimatter is unlocked, Overstock Plus, Reroll, Petra will unlock during the run, Retcon is unlocked, Palette is not unlocked, I can unlock that during the run. Golden Ticket, I think I'll just go for Mimes with Gold Card, I think I'll just go Mimes with Gold Card instead. It's, less that I have to think about. And it means that I don't have to use a Joker slot on Golden Ticket. I can have more Blueprints, Brainstorms, whatever. Invisible Joker, yeah, I think I've decided I don't want Invisible. Mostly just because I don't want to unlock it, not because it's bad. I mean, on a seeded run, you just manipulate what it hits, and it's objectively good, but I don't care. Let's see. All of the rares are not unlocked, save for Blueprint and Brainstorm, so we're chill there. Alright, let us in. Alright, so if I switch my game capture to display capture, what happens? And then let's get rid of the game capture for now, and I can bring it back later. Actually, that's kind of annoying. Can I switch this to, like, a single... Ah, okay. So let's make this a new tab, and then I can do browser capture. Oh, no, that's not... Okay, that doesn't do what I thought it Well, for now, let's just go back to game capture. I can't be bothered. Game capture. Okay. Delete that. This goes down there. And now what? Another email. I'm not gonna bother checking that one. Oh, I know what I need to do. Okay, so I do need to pull up the wiki. Balatro collection. I need to check what all I have unlocked. I was keeping track of the rares, but I need to check the uncommons, or else the seed analyzers aren't going to work properly. That's what I need to do. I knew I was missing something. That doesn't tell me what's unlockable, that just tells me what it is. And also, it doesn't even have all... Oh, it does have all 10 pages, I'm just stupid. This could be annoying. Oh. If I do this... no, that doesn't work. Alright, let's figure out how this works. I could use the debug to check what these are. That seems kind of... I can't be bothered. Oh, I need to save the profile. Alright, that's the profile save. didn't want to unlock Omen Globe, but it's not that big of a deal. Observatory, I don't really want that unlocked either, but it's fine. Nacho Tom, whatever. Recyclomancy, it looks like I'll end up unlocking it during the run. I'm not that far off of it. What is this? This is... No, it can't be Illusion. Illusion doesn't unlock until you buy cards from the shop, which I haven't done. Like cards, specifically. Money Tree is unlocked. Antimatter is unlocked. I don't even know what this... Oh, that's... That might be Tarot Tycoon. I don't think I bought the voucher, but I mean, I've definitely bought tarot cards. Yeah, that's probably what that is. There's Illusion. Retcon. So... Palette is still locked. Petroglyph is still locked. Illusion is locked. Planet Tycoon is locked. Recyclomancy is locked. Glow Up is locked. 10 vouchers and one. What is that? That is the... what's the name of the 50%? Liquidation is locked. So I've got roughly 50-50 locked versus unlocked. So these two I don't really care about, but none of the other ones are bad. This one is good. This one's really good. This is downright required. This will be unlocked during the run. This doesn't really matter, but it'll happen. I don't want these. So I'll end up taking, what's the tier 1 called? Magic Trick? Magic Hat? Whatever it's called. I'll end up taking that, just to make the other vouchers able to be hit, so that it doesn't come up again. I mean, I'll have money to spare, but I won't be buying any of the cards from the shop, which means that will stay locked, and I won't hit it. Buy 50 planets. I probably won't do that, so this should stay locked. I mean, if I get any planets, it's probably going to be, like, early game per KO planets, which wouldn't count towards that anyway. And I don't think that even includes... I don't think that includes packs. I only think that includes straight up buying the planets. So, yeah, that's definitely staying locked. Maybe, like, very late game it'll unlock, but I don't think so. The Tarot Tycoon, I'll probably take... Yeah, I mean, I'll take it to hit the other stuff. Money Tree kind of sucks. I'll be making a buttload of money off of mimes and gold cards, but what are you going to do about it? Nacho Tong, that's an extra burglar hit. Can't complain too much about that. Plus 2 kings on the final hand. Extra discards. That's almost certainly going to get unlocked during the run. I mean, I'm only 60 discards off. I'll use 60 discards, like, unless I hit Burglar immediately. Observatory and Omen Globe are kind of the same as anything else. I'll take them just to make hitting the retcon easier. Reroll Glut is criminally good, especially with Overstock Plus. I mean, that'll save hundreds of dollars, if not thousands, over the course of the run. So that'll let me hit more junk. Glow Up, I hate. I mean, if, you know, you see an Eternal in the shop and it's got a foil or whatever, sucks to suck, I guess. Redeem 10 vouchers, I mean, I'm gonna unlock that during the run. But I don't know, I mean, we'll see which seed I end up using. If I hit a gift card or something early on, then the liquidation might not matter for temperance value. And then Overstock Plus is incredibly good as well. Planet cards, those are all unlocked by default. Spectrals are the same way. Alright. Now we're gonna go on a little adventure of trying to figure out how to use this seed finder thing. Ay caramba. Okay, how do I get OBS to show a tab? Because when I try to use the game capture for, like, a window, it just doesn't... I mean, I guess I could try it. Oh. Alright, nope, OBS didn't pick it up. So... Oh, that's because I don't have it. Yeah. Alright, hotkey. That is my hotkey, but it's not doing it. That just doesn't even... Yeah, I mean... Yeah, that just doesn't work. Am I stupid? I am. This one? No, not that one. No, not that one. It's one of these, I swear. Nope. Ah! Stop it! Oh, there we go. Okay, I might have figured it out. So if I go to my other tabs, that stays like that. Okay, perfect. Thank you. Oh yeah, we do that. That'll Uh-oh. Excuse me. I guess for the sake of this, I'll keep that unlocked since I will. I can decide later. Maybe we keep both of these. And then I have no clue which. I have no clue of what uncommons I have unlocked. Or commons, for that matter. I know I don't have that unlocked. I guess what I'll have to do is, Balatro. Guess I'll just have to compare this to my collection. Alright, so Mr. Bones. What page is Mr. Bones on? Page 8. It looks like I do not have Mr. Bones unlocked. So let's undo that. Acrobat, I'm pretty confident I have unlocked. It's on the same page. Let's see. Yes, I do. Golden Ticket is on. Sock and Buskin, I think I have unlocked. Sock and Buskin, page 8 as well. Oh, yes, I do. Swashbuckler. Yes, he is unlocked. Troubadour, I know that's unlocked. Certificate, I have not unlocked. Smear, where is that? That's faceless. Alright, let's zoom in on these. Ah, there it is. Oh, nope, that's misprint. Ah, there he is. Hey, everything's on page 8. Okay, I do have that locked. Or not unlocked, I should say. Throwback. Throwback is not unlocked. Chad. Chad I do have. Rough Gem, I definitely don't have that. I don't even know if I have that crap on my main profile. I hate diamonds. Bloodstone, I don't think I have that unlocked, but let's check. Nope. Arrowhead and Onyx are both locked. Glass Joker. Apparently I do have Glass Joker. I don't know when I hit that. Flower Pot, I have that, and then... Okay, so now I'm looking for Andy. Andy I don't have, because you unlock Wii Joker before you unlock Andy. Oops, all sixes, I have that. Idol, I have that. Seeing Double, I definitely don't have that. And then Matador, I think I have, but let's double check. Matador, okay, I do have that on. So this should be accurate. Oh, Satellite. I don't think. Satellite and Shoot the Moon. I might have Shoot the Moon. I don't think I have Satellite. I don't have. I don't have either of them. Okay, so now that should be correct. What is bootstraps? No, I don't have that, do I? I do not. Bootstraps. Bootstraps. Alright. Boom. Let's take a photo of this, and I'll send that to myself on Discord, so that I don't have to store it on my computer. I opened Discord and it made my computer very angry. Alright, so that's saved. The tags. I don't necessarily understand the tags. I wasn't aware that the tags were lockable, so let me... what if... unlock? No, that doesn't search anything. Alright, let's take a look at the tags, see how they're unlocked, because I don't know. I don't know if I've unlocked those, and I don't know if there's a good way to check. So I've definitely unlocked the rare tag, because I have blueprint, and apparently that's the same thing. Is there any way to check whether I've unlocked them? If I go to the tags... would this even tell me? I don't know. It's definitely Final Fantasy. I couldn't tell you which one. Let me take a look. Yes, it is 16. That checks out. I don't know if I have these unlocked. I'm just going to assume that I do. It doesn't look like there's any way to actually tell. Alright, so now, I just... Oh, wait, I can tell. Hello, roll. Foil, hollow, holly. Okay, so I haven't unlocked hollow. Alright, now for real this time, that should be all of my unlocks. Alright, so let's do a quick test. If I grab my seed from the last run, where is it? Yeah, just give me about 1,000 hours and I'll get right on that. Ah, here it is. Alright, let's do this, and that seems promising enough. Okay, so it looks like I've got... Oh, me take another picture of this since I changed it. Oh, is it? Yeah, let me go in there. I'm alright. just trying to figure out how to use this. I don't particularly understand it. But there are... I mean, I could just Google it. Like, I could... Like, I could just do this and search from here if anything pulls up. But the problem with me doing this is because I manipulated my unlocks, that affects the order that I see stuff in. So these might not, I might not get the same stuff as other people on these seats. So what I need to find, let's see. I can delete this. Here we are. Okay. So in order for me to hit E1 million, not necessarily a tutorial, but I am trying to set a seeded record. My personal best is E55,000 unseeded, which was just beaten by an E90,000. Well, I guess that depends on how you define beaten. He's still running it, but he's already beaten me. The run just hasn't finished yet. He's already scored E90k. He's just scoring the final hand right now. But that's non-seeded. So I'm trying to hit E1 million seeded, which will require... it'll require this. I mean, there's some amount of truth to that, but he is a better player than I am. There was only really one thing with the seed he got that I would say was really luckier than mine, and he, if you don't know much about the game, this won't mean anything to you. He hit a natural negative rebate, which does give him a decent chunk of money, but it's really not that much of a difference in money-making for that to have been the deciding factor. He probably would have still beat me without that. He definitely could have scored well more. He ended his run in ante-31. He could have gone to ante-39 without too much issue. What he could have done is use a handful of cryptids on the ante-32 boss, and then go from there. I'm not going to go too much into the math, but basically cryptids, there's 3 spectral cards that we're aiming for, that being Ankh, Ectoplasm, and Cryptid. Cryptid is the least valuable of the 3 for scoring the final hand. What you want to do is you want to balance your Barons, Mimes, and Kings as best as possible. Obviously more is better, you know, like you aren't gonna nerf yourself on one of them to bring it in line with the rest, but you do want them roughly balanced if you have that choice. But anyway, so for E1 million, it takes about 140 of each of them. That Barons, Mimes, and Kings. Which, in total, would require somewhere in the ballpark of 600 spectral cards. If you were to, somehow manage to start the game with a Perkeo and 4 blueprints, then by Ante 39, that would total out to roughly 600 spectral cards. In reality, you'll probably need 5-6 blueprints to be safe, because obviously you aren't starting the game with them, and you aren't going to hit your spectrals immediately. You need to hit the spectrals first to start copying them. They don't necessarily need to be natural negative, but at least 2 or 3 of them will need to be negative. Otherwise, if you just have a bunch of blueprints and Perkeo, you aren't going to meet any scoring requirements. So the goal is going to be to hit at least 6 blueprints and brainstorms. If any of them are natural negative, the better. That can be moderately manipulated. Actually, it might not even be that hard to manipulate using a seeded run. Like, for instance, if I come into here and I scroll down, are there any negative tags? Negative tag. So there's a negative tag here in Ante 6. So so theoretically, after beating the Ante 5 boss, I could reroll yada yada yada. Oh. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do this. Okay. So theoretically, after the Ante 6 boss, I could reroll, or sorry, the Ante 5 boss, I could do a bunch of rerolling, get to... well, that took a while. I could reroll up to this point, not get it in that shop, get the negative tag by skipping, and then force it to land on that brainstorm. That is something that you could theoretically do. It looks like for this specific instance that might not be possible, because that was pretty deep in there, and I don't know if by Ante 6 we're going to have enough money to reroll that deep. But in other instances, especially in later Antes where I've got more money to play around with, it's very possible. Let's change that back to... So, I will be using the bean glitch, if you're familiar. Basically what that does is the bean glitch will give me more hand size, which will allow me to use more ectoplasms, which means I can have more jokers before the final hand. If I'm able to use the... it's not, like, incredibly well-known, but you can find it pretty easily just by Googling. Basically, the way it works is, do you know the... one of the finisher blinds, the Crimson Heart, I think it's called? It disables your jokers randomly. It disables one joker. The bean, the turtle bean it's called, is a joker that gives you +5 hand size. When the Crimson Heart deactivates the turtle bean, if you exit the game and re-enter the game, it'll just give you +5 hand size for fun. Permanently. Even if you sell the bean right then and there, you'll just have that +5. I'm not really sure the specifics of how or why it works, but you can do that. Theoretically, you can do it once per hand, but in my situation, I wouldn't be hitting it that often. Because it chooses a joker randomly. It has to hit the bean before you can do the glitch. By the time I hit Ante-8, I'll probably have, I don't know, 8 jokers maybe. I haven't started mapping the seed, so that's kind of just a guess. But if I have, let's say I have a burglar and 5 blueprints, which I think is pretty reasonable for a seeded run. If I have a burglar and 5 blueprints, that is plus 18 hands on top of the 22 or whatever. 2 streams. You mean on YouTube or on Twitch? Oh, I think I know what caused that. So one of them is probably just in preview mode. I don't know what to do about it. I've been having issues with that. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. I think I'll take a look at it here in a bit and see if I can fix it. But yeah, I don't know what causes that. Where was I? On YouTube. Yeah, one of them's probably just in preview mode and it's not actually a stream, but I'll take a look at it here in a bit and see what's up with that. Where was I? So I'll have somewhere in the ballpark of, let's say, actually I don't, if I use this seed I won't be able to do it Ante-8, because that's the wrong boss, and I won't have, I'll only have the level 1 boss reroll, which will reroll into, I think the green one, Verdant Leaf. Anyway, so this probably won't be the seed I'll use, because I am physically incapable of getting the bean glitch Ante-8. I'll have to use some other seed. So all of this is just for reference. This won't be part of the final run. So theoretically, if I have plus 20 hands, let's say I hit the bean maybe every... If I'm using RNG manipulation, maybe every, like, I don't know, 3, 4 hands. So I can get the bean glitch, like, 5 times. That's plus 20 hand size, which would let me use... I don't know, at least 3 or 4 more ectoplasms, which is 3 or 4 more blueprints or brainstorms. And each blueprint and brainstorm is more onks, more ectos, which will help me hit this 600 spectral. Really, I probably want to aim more for like 700 to 800, just to be safe. I can have extra cryptids lying around to beat small blinds and big blinds instead of having to skip for serpents. But that might not really matter. I might not really need that many cryptids in the first place. Since having, whenever we get to Ante-39, just having a bunch of blueprints and brainstorms and hitting 1 burglar, that'll give you like 40 hands, and each hand is plus 2 cards in hand. So, I mean, I could literally have 80 kings without a single cryptid just from having burglar and blueprints and brainstorms and a burglar, and I could have 80 kings just from that. So you don't need as many cryptids as you do the other 2. You can use them kind of liberally throughout the run to get more onks and ectos. At least that's kind of my understanding of it. If I switch over here, ignore that. This is the formula for the final score, by the way. So, however many barons you have, times however many mimes you have, plus 2. Times however many kings you have, times 2 times this number. Which, if you're curious, is like the log 10 of 1.5. Or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, it was something. It's a logarithm of something. Anyway, it's not important. So that's where I can copy this over. So using this formula, you get that you need yada yada amount in order to hit the 1 million. So yeah, I'll just need to find a seed that, first off, has the... I don't really know if I needed the natural negatives, but they sure won't hurt, so may as well hunt for them. But I'll need to find a seed that has... we'll see how long it takes. I mean, it's a seeded run, so it's more about planning than effort. It's not like I'm just brute forcing RNG until I get lucky. I find something that I think has potential. Yeah, exactly. So I already did my unseeded run. I got E55,000. Maybe later down the line I'll try to hit E100,000. It won't be a record, but I mean, you know, just to hit a personal best, I might do it. But I don't really feel like it right now. So I'm not going to be just brute forcing RNG. I'm going to be using seed finders and seed. This is a seed analyzer. I put a seed in, it tells me exactly what the seed is. This is supposedly a seed finder, but I don't know how to use it yet, so I'll have to go through all the documentation and maybe learn C++ a little bit. So yeah, once I find a seed, it's about planning. It's not an RNG slog. So yeah, I do need to find a seed that will allow me to do the bean glitch in Anti-8. I mean, if I swing over here and I find just a random, like if I steal this guy's, if I come down here and D5G 1FU J5. If I throw that in and I come in here, you can see there's the per KO, it's natural negative, whatever. If I come down here to the boss, we can see that it's the acorn, which is not what I want. But if I roll the ante out to 18, we can check what the next boss is. Violet Blessing. So this seed wouldn't work either, because even if I re-roll the Anti-8 boss, it would re-roll into Violet. It wouldn't roll into Crimson. So that seed would not be viable for what I'm doing. I could, you know, go through here and try to find a seed that someone's already found, but I will be trying to figure out how to use this sucker. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to figure out how to do it off-stream, because sitting here for 2 hours looking at documentation is probably not going to be super enjoyable. I'm pretty close to done for the night. I mean, I finished setting up the profile, so if I pull up my notepad here and swing over here, so, you know, here's what I did to set up the file. We unlocked the plasma deck, because the plasma deck has the highest scoring potential. We unlocked Black Stake on the plasma deck, because this strategy requires Eternal Jokers, which are part of the Black Stake. We unlocked Brainstorm, we unlocked Antimatter, we unlocked yada yada yada. This Petroglyph here, this will be unlocked during the run, so it's not unlocked yet. I mean, if you want to sit here and try to explain C++ to me, you're welcome to try. This will be unlocked during the run. This will be unlocked during the run. This one I might not even bother unlocking. I think I might just go for Mime with Gold Card as my scoring instead. Like either Parking Ticket or just straight up Gold Cards. And that'll be pretty good money generation. That way I can save a Joker slot. Invisible Joker, I've been on the fence about whether or not to take it. If it's a seeded run, I can manipulate what it copies, so it might be better to take it, but also Invisible Joker takes 2 rounds before it activates. So that's 2 rounds that I'm not able to fill that Joker slot with some other random crap. And then the real reason why this is a fresh file run is because I avoided unlocking these 9 Jokers. And those Jokers are rare Jokers. They are in the same tier as Blueprint and Brainstorm and Bear, for that matter. In total, there's 20 rare cards in the game. 7 of them are unlocked at profile creation. I unlocked 2 of them, that being Blueprint and Brainstorm. That's true, but this run only cares about the score for the final hand. There is potential where missing that Joker slot could run into scoring issues during the run, but I don't think that'll be an issue. Once you do the beam glitch, you have so many Jokers that score is basically a non-issue from there. I mean, you would get rid of Invisible long before the final hand, so it's not going to affect the end. If you were to get Invisible before Anti-8, then there might be, like, if you got it too early, there might be a world where it messes with your score. But overall, I wouldn't be worried about score with it. I'd be more worried about money generation, and spectral generation. Money would be the big one. Money is kind of the most important thing to get online, because if you have enough money, then honestly you can hit Blueprints and Brainstorms on any seed. It kind of just becomes a non-issue from there. You know, you're making $1,000 a round. You can re-roll 40 times, I think, something like that. Maybe not quite. If you're making $1,000, I think it's 30-ish re-rolls per round that you can do. But I suspect I'll be making a lot more than that. If I have a bunch of blueprints and mimes, like, so let's go with the example from earlier. If I've got 6 blueprints and a mime, that's 7 re-triggers of each gold card. And if the gold card has a red seal on it, that's an additional 2 triggers. So that's 9 gold triggers in total at $3 a piece. That's each king giving $27. Times however many you have in hand. Could very easily be over 1,000, especially with the beam glitch. Parking ticket might be better for money generation, but it also takes a Joker slot, so it would mean you have 1 less blueprint or brainstorm. Outside of that, I don't know if there's anything else. I mean, heck, I can just I can close the game. I'm done with this profile for now, until I actually have a seed ready to go. Cloud error. Let me reopen the game and make sure that doesn't cause any issues. Let me make sure that my profile is actually set up if it's going to have a cloud error. Alright, collection. There don't... Looks like everything's unlocked. Looks like that... I don't think that cloud error is one that mattered. Okay, so yeah, I can close that up the game. I don't need it anymore. It actually might be, because I'm streaming, since I'm multi-streaming to both Twitch and YouTube, it might be taking up too much of my Wi-Fi, and that might be causing the cloud error with Steam. But it looks like my profile saved just fine, so shouldn't be an issue. But yeah, I think I'll probably end it here for today. Figure out how this seed finder works, and then I can start hunting for seeds. here in the next couple of days. Oh. Besides, I haven't eaten dinner yet, and it's coming up on 9 o'clock. Yeah. Is there anything else I need to do today? I don't think so. Yeah, thank you. Oh, the PlayStation thing is tomorrow? Are you expecting any announcements? I mean, I don't have a PlayStation, so... I mean, I had a PlayStation 4, you know, a decade ago. Dang, they are on 9, aren't they? That's crazy. No, I mean, I don't even own a PlayStation, so... there's not really any reason for me to stream it. I don't even know if I'll watch it, honestly. I'll probably watch the highlights after the fact, but... yeah, I don't know if I care, honestly. That's true, but it takes forever. I mean, have they even gotten Ragnarok on Steam yet? It took them like 3 years to get God of War 2018 on Steam. Oh yeah, Ragnarok is on Steam. But yeah, how long did it take them? Yeah, Ragnarok, it was published on Steam in September of last year. Ragnarok release God of War. Yeah, it took them about 2 years to port it to PlayStation, so I'll have time to hype myself up in the next 2 years. Well, aren't they doing that, didn't Sony... aren't they, like, teaming up with Steam now or something? So maybe it'll be faster than that. I don't know the specifics behind it, but they, like, Sony, Microsoft, and Steam, was it? The next God of War is a Metroidvania. You know? I'll take it. Give me Hollow Knight God of War. That's the real Silk Song was the God of War we made along the way. It's a day one release with the Switch 2, isn't it? So, yeah, that should be correct. Or was it a day one release? It looks like it might... yeah, it doesn't have an official date. Maybe it'll be a demo or something. It would be kind of crazy for them to just drop a full-on... drop the full-on game out without even giving a release date. We'll see what they do. Crazier things have happened. Oh. I'll go ahead and mention this here, but I will mention it during the final run as well. This is going to be vanilla gameplay, but it will have... I plan on using 3 mods. I will be using the Cartomancer mod and the Saturn mod. Both of them have lag reduction and quality of life features. Since I'm going to have 700 spectral cards at the end of the run, I don't remember which one it is, I think it's Cartomancer, it might be Saturn, stacks the cards. So instead of there just being a block of cards, I'll have 3 cards. But it'll be, you know, the card, and then it'll be a stack, instead of just one big stack with all 3 cards mixed into it. So that's the first mod I'll be using. Saturn has sped up animations, so I can... it doesn't change any of the gameplay, but it makes it faster. I'll get through the antes like 4 times. I'll get through the hand like 4 times as fast or something ridiculous like that. And then I will be using a mod called Talisman for the final hand only. I will not be using it during the run. Well, I need to check if Talisman messes with the RNG. On my last run, my unseeded run, I installed Talisman at the end of the run. I did the final hand twice. I tried running the final hand without Talisman, and it took about 7.5 hours to get 2% of the way through. And my laptop would explode if I left it running for 2 weeks, and I didn't want to have a terabyte video file on my computer. That would be my entire storage drive if I removed everything else. So I gave up. I Alt F4'd, I installed Talisman, and then I reran the hand. And it worked fine. But I did notice when I ran the hand with Talisman, something about the RNG was different. So I'll need to look into it and see if that was because of Talisman, or if it's because I reset the run. I think it might just be because I reset the run, so I might be able to have Talisman during the run, but just to be safe, I'll avoid installing it until the final hand, if that's something that I have the liberty to do. What Talisman does is it just skips the animations. So instead of leaving, you know, my day would have taken 16 days to run. Imagine how long an E1 million would take to run. I mean, shoot, you want to pay, you want to donate $3 grand real quick? I'll buy a whole computer and I'll leave it running for I'll leave our live stream running for 2 months, just the final hand. I don't have donations set up, that's a joke. But yeah, my little laptop would not survive. Is there anything else? I don't know if there's anything else that's relevant right now. Let me think. Oh. But yeah, in order to see the strategy, you can either check my YouTube channel, it's just the most recent video, or you can look up Balatro University on YouTube. He is running the same strategy. His latest YouTube video has not finished yet, but he just finished streaming his run. He did beat me quite substantially. I was a little bit surprised that he beat me. Not because, I mean, he's a better player than me, so, like, I was expecting him to beat me, but there was something he did during the run that really surprised me, and I'm surprised it didn't backfire. You can go watch the run if you'd like. It's a pretty good run. But yeah. So that's the main reason why I'm doing a seeded run instead of going for another unseeded. My original plan was to go for E100,000 just because I could, but I mean he's gonna get it anyway, and I don't really care about having the record particularly. So I'll go for E100,000 eventually, just for the PB, but I don't really care about the record, so I'm not gonna do it right now. Well, Anyway, I think that's all from me for tonight. I don't know if if I'm able to figure out this seed hunter thing, I'll stream tomorrow. But it might be, I don't know how long it'll take me to figure it out. I haven't even installed the sucker yet, so I don't know how easy it's going to be to, I don't know how user-friendly it is. I'll stream again once I figure out how to seed hunt. But, y'all, you're Belgian, right? So it's probably, let's see, I'm GMT minus, it should be pretty early in the morning for you, yeah? Well, you have a good morning. And then my American viewers can have a good night, and